Revelation chapter 2, KJV. Historical context and modern spiritual message. Revelation chapter 2 contains Christ's letters to the churches of Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamos, and Thyatira. These messages were originally written to real first-century congregations facing persecution, false teachings, and moral compromise. Yet they also carry timeless spiritual lessons for believers today. Historical context in John's time: 1 Ephesus, Rev 2 to 1-7. A major city with a strong Christian presence. The Ephesian church was commended for rejecting false apostles, possibly Nicolaitans, verse 6, but rebuked for losing their first love, v4. This likely refers to declining zeal for Christ despite doctrinal purity. Smyrna, Rev 2, 8-11. Christ encourages them to remain faithful unto death, promising the crown of life, verse 10. 3. Pergamos, Rev 2, 12-17. Located in a pagan center, some believers compromised by following Balaam's doctrine, idolatry, immorality, verse 14, or the Nicolaitans, verse 15. Christ warns of judgment but offers hidden manna, spiritual sustenance. Thyatira, Rev 2, 18-29. A church tolerating Jezebel's false teachings, possibly a cultic prophetess promoting sexual immorality, verse 20. The faithful are urged to hold fast until Christ's return, Im 25. These churches faced real pressures: Roman persecution, Jewish opposition, and pagan influences. Christ's words were both comforting and convicting, calling them to repentance and endurance. Modern spiritual message 1. Ephesus, returning to first love. Many today uphold sound doctrine but lack passionate devotion to Christ. The call is to revive our love for Him through prayer, worship, and obedience, Matt 22:37. To Smyrna, faithfulness and suffering believers worldwide still face persecution, e.g. in hostile nations. Smyrna's example encourages endurance, trusting God's reward beyond earthly trials, James 1:12. Pergamos, resisting compromise. Modern Balaam's doctrine includes materialism, sexual sin, and syncretism. Christ calls for separation from worldly corruption, Romans 12:2. 4. Thyatira, rejecting false teachings. The church today must discern and reject deceptive doctrines, e.g. prosperity gospel, moral relativism. Christ promises authority to the overcoming believer, Vebr 26:27, cf. 2 Timothy 4:3-4. Revelation 2 was immediately relevant to its original audience, yet its warnings and promises remain vital. Each letter highlights Christ's intimate knowledge of His church, His hatred of sin, and His reward for faithfulness. Modern believers must heed these messages, cultivating love for Christ, standing firm in trials, rejecting compromise, and holding to sound doctrine until He returns. References: King James Version, KJV, Josephus, Antiquities, Historical Background on Roman Persecution, W. Hendrickson, More Than Conquerors. Interpretation of Revelation, D. A. Carson, The Gagging of God, Modern Doctrinal Challenges.